స్టార్ట్ అయితే నెక్స్ట్ వాయిస్ సార్
అయిందండి. ఇప్పుడు వైఫై ఇస్తుంటే లాస్ట్ టైం మనకి ఇంటర్నెట్ ప్రాబ్లం వల్ల అయింది.
ఇప్పుడు కూడా అదే ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు కూడా సేమ్ అదే ఉంది.
పోవట్లేదా? అయినా కూడా మనకి ఇంకా పెద్ద బ్రౌజింగ్ ఏం చేయట్లేదు కానీ
వైఫై ఇవ్వలేదు
కానీ
ఏది మన మొబైల్ హాట్స్పాట్
చాలా స్లో మల్టిపుల్ కనెక్షన్స్ అయిపోతాయి.
ల్యాండ్ కేబుల్ ఉంటే బాగుంటుంది. ల్యాండ్ కేబుల్ ఉంటే డైరెక్ట్ కొంచెం స్పీడ్ వస్తుంది. వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి ఎట్లా చూస్తావు చూడు.
మహేష్ దగ్గరలోనే ఉన్నారా? వాడు వచ్చాడా? నీలేషా వాడు రాసుకున్నారు.
ఇష్టం సార్. వాడు అవసరం వాడు ఎగ్జిస్టెన్స్ కోసం చేసుకుంటాడు.
ఎందుకు ఎగ్జిస్టెన్స్ వాళ్ళకి అబద్ధం చెప్పేది?
అంటే మనకి కావాలి. ఏమన్నా రాజశేఖర్ సార్ ఇక లాస్ట్కి అందం అనుకున్నా సార్. మాకేం తెలియదు సార్. మా బాసు ఎంబీ రాజశేఖర్ సార్ ఆయన నడుపుకోండి అంటే అంతా ఏమున్నా మా రాజశేఖర్ సార్ అన్నా లింక్ పంపు అన్న ఒకసారి.
ఈ కొత్త లింక్ ఇది
కొత్త లింక్ కాదు నాకు పెట్టవా? నీ ఫార్వర్డ్ చేసిన కాదు, డైరెక్ట్ యూట్యూబ్ నుంచి స్ట్రీమ్ చేస్తాను.
డైరెక్ట్ యూట్యూబ్ జూమ్ ఉంది. జూమ్ మళ్ళీ మాకు ఇద్దరికి వస్తుంది.
చెక్ చేద్దాం అసలు ఆడియో వీడియో అని చెక్ చేయాలి.
సూపర్.
ఇప్పుడు వాయిస్ చూడాలి మనం. వాయిస్ చూడాలి. పెద్ద హై లేదు
కళ్ళజోడు బండి ఉంటుంది. చేస్తుంది
ఇది అవును. ఇది ఏడే చేస్తారు రాబ్బా. ఇది
వాయిస్ అక్కడ రావట్లేదు, కట్ చేసినాయి. లొకేషన్ అంటే మళ్ళీ ఆ టీవీ తిరిగి వస్తుంది. నేను ఎందుకు చెప్తామంటే మనకు అర్థం కావాలి. ఈ వెళ్తాం జాబరా మన మాటలా వినపడదు.
వీడియో వస్తుంది. వీడియో వస్తుంది.
ఇప్పుడే మన మాటలా అని వస్తుంది నా వాయిస్.
5 నిమిషాలు
నీవేనా ఫోన్? మన వాయిస్
ఇప్పుడు బయట కన్ చేసినావా? బయట పెట్టా
జాబ్రా పెట్టాలి. జాబ్రా పెట్టి
జాబ్రా వర్క్ తీసుకెళ్ళి పెట్టా. లాస్ట్గా సపరేట్ ఫస్ట్ కాదు చైర్ ఫస్ట్ లెఫ్ట్ దగ్గర ఉంటుంది చైర్ కూడా పెట్టి ఆయన ఒక సెక్యూరిటీ గార్డ్ ఉంటాడు అక్కడే కాదు మన లాస్ట్గా సార్ ఉంటాయి ముందు కాబట్టి పోయి మీరే వీడియో కింద చేస్తాను పోతాను అదే పోతుంది
లేకపోతారా కన్వర్ట్ చేద్దామని చూస్తున్నాను ఆడియో మిక్సర్ చేంజ్ చేయాలన్నా యాక్చువల్గా యాడ్ చేస్తుందా యాడ్ చేయడానికి వస్తుందా ఇది ఒక్కటి చేయాలన్నా అదొక్కటి చేస్తే సరిపోతుంది
మైక్ రెండు తీసుకుంటాం సిస్టమ్ రెండు తీసుకుంటాం
ల్యాప్టాప్కి అంటే ఇప్పుడు యాక్సెస్ ఇస్తాం మనం యాక్చువల్గా ఓబిఎస్కి ఇచ్చినావా ఓబిఎస్ ఓకే ఇదే చేస్తుంది సిస్టమ్ని కాకపోతే మనం ఏం చేయాలి బ్రో ఇలా ఆడియో చేంజింగ్ ఏడింది మనం చూసింది దొరికిన ఆడియో మిక్సర్ వీడియో డైరెక్ట్ ఇక్కడనే ఉంటుందా ఆడియో ఇన్పుట్ అదే ఇన్పుట్ అంటే అది కాదు దీన్ని ఉంటుంది జాబ్రా పెట్టండి అది కావాలి ఎందుకు టైం పడుతుంది కదా
ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకుంటావా
ఇక్కడ ఏదో క్యాన్సల్ చేసి జాబ్రా పైన పైన ఇదేనా
లాక్ చేయాలి ఎవరు చేంజ్ చేయాలి ఎవరు చేయాలి
ఇప్పుడు ఆడియో అని చేంజ్ అని తెలుస్తుందా మనకు
అర్థమైంది బాక్సింగ్ చేంజ్ అయిందా అన్న చెప్పే చెప్పు తీయాలి
Hey, good morning everyone. For request, your support. The first lines are dedicated to the guest. So please support and I request the presenter to sit from the second row. Thank you. I request the presenter to take seats from the second row instead of the first row and those who kept their bags. So please remove them from the first row. Thank you. First section presenters just keep sitting, start sitting from the second row. I request the presenter to take seats from the second row.
లాస్ట్ పీక్ మూమెంట్లో ఇబ్బంది పడుతుంది తప్పించి ఏం లేదు అవునా కదా అది
ఏమంటున్నారు బ్యాండ్ పెడితే ఎట్లా అంటారు బ్యాండ్ పెట్టి రాదండి
ప్రాబ్లం రాదు
ఓకే
ఎక్సలెంట్ కనెక్షన్ ఓకేనా డన్
హలో మ్యామ్
I send the YouTube link. You can open that.
కెమెరా అడ్జస్ట్ చేస్తే అయిపోతుంది
Camera పోయితే
ఎంత ఇచ్చారు
లాస్ట్ టైం మనం
దాన్ని టేప్ వేసేస్తా చాలా
ఆక్వర్డ్ ఉంటుంది
ఏం కాదు టేప్ టేప్ తెచ్చావు కదా
సెంటర్ ఇవ్వండి సార్ తిరగా జరగాలి
చాలా చూడు అక్కడ యాప్ కూడా చూడు ఇట్లా తిప్పుతూ ఉంటారు ఇట్లా తిప్పుతూ ఉంటారు తిప్పుతూ ఉంటారు ఒకసారి వచ్చేసి
మనిషి
నువ్వు చూడొచ్చు నువ్వు చూడు నువ్వు చూడు నేను వెళ్తా
A small announcement. In another 5 minutes, we are going to begin. So I request everyone to please settle down. There is a small request that the first row is for the VIP guests. I request if the participants have their bags in the first row, if you could kindly remove that. Thank you.
స్మాల్ లెక్క ప్రజెంట్ చేస్తాం ఒక 10 minutes కావాలి ప్లేస్
టేప్ ఉందా టేప్
మీదెన్నో సెషన్
నా దగ్గర ఉంది పెట్టేసుకోండి వేసేసుకో ఇప్పుడే నా బ్లేజర్ ఇది మ్యామ్ బ్లేజర్ అక్కడ పెడదామా
పడిపోతే ఏమంటున్నాను టేప్ టేప్ వేస్తాను బ్రేక్ పెడితే బాగుంటుంది అంటున్నాను
బాగా అంతేనా
పట్టు పట్టు. సార్ నమస్తే. సార్ నమస్తే. తీ ఇది పక్క దొరుకుతుంది. కిందకి పెట్టు. చాలా పొజిషన్
అందుకే ఫస్ట్ తీసుకుంటారని అప్పుడు నిలబెట్టాను. ఇగో నేను లేపినప్పుడు పెట్టి వీడియో ఆఫ్ చేస్తే
ఓకేనా?
ఒకసారి టీచర్
అలా కట్ చేయండి. ఓకే ఉంటుంది కదా పైన డబ్బా కూడా అతికిచ్చాను. ఇక్కడ అది రోల్ చేసి
ఏంటి రోల్ అంటే
చెప్తా. ఇది కట్ చేసి కొద్దిగా కట్ చేసి ఇంకా రాదు. ఇట్లా పెడతావా? దీనికి దీనికి ఇట్లా పెడతావా?
అలా పెడితే అవుతుంది.
కెమెరా కూడా వేసుకో.
ఇది కేబుల్కి వేద్దాం ఆగుతుంది.
నమస్తే
సార్ నమస్తే.
ఫోటోలు రివ్యూ చేస్తా.
ఎందుకు వేస్ట్
ఫ్రెండ్స్ కదా టీమ్ కానీ ఇది పెట్టి దీనికి కూడా వేయాలి. దీనికి దీనికి అంటే తిరగాలి కొద్దిగా బాబు. తిరగాలి.
అదే దీనికి బయట
అదే వైడ్ ఎక్కువ
దీని నుంచి దీనికి
రిమోట్ తీసుకెళ్ళదు.
సిస్టమ్ ఇట్లా నాకైతే వస్తున్నారు
గట్టిగా ఎన్ని కాదు చేసి మూడు కూడా
గట్టి చేసుకోవచ్చు.
ఓకే లేకపోతే అది యాక్షన్ పోతుంది. నో ప్రాబ్లం. ప్రవీణ్ నేడు ప్రవీణ్
రింగ్ వేసేసి సైడ్
సెల్ఫ్ ఫోన్ చేశాను. అవునరా?
కెమెరా చిన్నప్పుడు నువ్వు పట్టుకోవచ్చు
కింద
పెట్టిన ఆల్రెడీ ఇంకో సైడ్ అది కొత్తది కొనుక్కే రాదు చెప్తాను ప్రపోజ్ చేసి సార్ చెప్తే చెప్పినది వస్తుంది కానీ చెప్పొచ్చు కాబట్టి అందరికి అవసరం వస్తుంది జరుగుతుంది ఇలాంటి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ మీ దగ్గర ఉందంటే ఒకటి అది అన్నాడు ఇంకోటి ఒకటి కొత్తగా ఉంటాం అట్లీస్ట్ అలాంటిది ఒకటి ప్రపోజల్ పెట్టియట్లేదు మొదలు కొన్ని వస్తాయి మీ సార్ని అడిగారు
We are going to begin in 5 minutes. So I request everybody to settle down.
ఇది ఇప్పుడు తెలుసు కదా ఇప్పుడు తిప్పదు కదా ఇది ఎక్కడ వీళ్ళు మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు ఇట్లా తిప్పు ఇట్లా పెట్టు ఐదు అయితే హ్యాండ్ వీళ్ళు అని వస్తుంది సార్ లింక్ పెట్టి లైవ్ చూపిస్తే సార్ వాట్సాప్లో పెడతారు
Good morning, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and dear attendees. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the first National Conference on Education and Employment in Psychology, organized by Manojagrati. Today we gather here to explore and engage in meaningful discussions around the evolving landscape of education and career opportunities within the field of psychology. Whether you are an academic, a practitioner, or a student, this conference provides an invaluable platform for exchanging ideas, sharing experiences, and deepening our understanding of how psychology can shape and influence the future of education and employment. This big initiative taken by Manojagrati. Manojagrati, as we all know, is a renowned name in the field of mental health awareness and prevention. Founded as an institute of HRD in 2005, Manojagrati evolved into a not-for-profit organization in 2010. Manojagrati has stayed committed to its vision of promoting mental health awareness and prevention for a healthier nation. Its mission focuses on fostering harmony of mind and heart, spreading awareness about positive, creative approaches to life, and providing evidence-based training to help individuals face life's challenges more enthusiastically. Ever since, this organization has been instrumental in helping people. Today, as I stand here, I can witness the magnitude of this compassion and commitment, love for humanity with the ever-growing family of Manojagrati. Every member of Manojagrati shared interest in building a positive nation under the able guidance of the visionary, compassionate, dynamic, and tireless founder and director of Manojagrati, Dr. Geeta Challa. I will again request everyone to give a big round of applause to ma'am and her team of self-motivated psychologists, professionals, and volunteers. On this momentous day, as Manojagrati celebrates its 12th Foundation Day, let us now take a moment to appreciate the remarkable journey of Manojagrati and its milestone achievements through a brief video presentation. Wow, what an incredible journey. On this remarkable day, we are honored to have with us Shri G. Dayanand, the Secretary of Manojagrati, Dr. Shipra Gupta, Director, Sensible Child, Mrs. Jahanavi, Counselor of G. Narayan Kamau Institute, and Mrs. Radhika Acharya, Clinical and Rehabilitation Psychologist. Please join me to welcome them with a big round of applause. And we also have Mr. Sridhar from DSP of Women Safety. Please give them a big round of applause. As we begin this auspicious event, we would like to mark the occasion by lighting the ceremonial lamp. May I request Dr. Geeta Chalam, the conference chair, Dr. Shipra Gupta, Mrs. Jahanavi, Mrs. Radhika Acharya, Mr. Sridhar, and all the advisory team to please join in lighting the lamp. May I request Mrs. Susha Kandala.
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Please give a big round of applause as our dignitaries come forward to perform this symbolic gesture along with the melodious singing by Usha Kandala. A big round of applause. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Mrs. Usha, for the beautiful chants. Before we begin the formal proceedings, I request Ms. Khushi to mesmerize us with a welcome dance. Ms. Khushi.
Vinayaka Gautam, Nagaragam, Aditaram.
Wow, what a graceful performance. A big round of applause for Miss Kushi.
Because she'll not be in the costume.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. May I request our session chair, Dr. Geeta Challa, to officially open this conference on education and employment in psychology by raising the curtain and giving the opening remarks. Ma'am, please.
రాజ్కుమార్ అన్న
You can take it. Thank you. Good morning, all of you, distinguished guests, my dear presenters, and my dear participants. All of us are important today, and it's really very happy moment for all the family members of Mano Jagriti. And this event, this national conference, first national conference in education and employment in psychology, taking the theme as 100 plus psych career paths. It's really one of its kinds in India. I don't know about the other countries. In India, there was no conference which focused only on career paths, first time. And we are very happy. And before even I go forward, would like to tell you one thing. The idea of conducting a conference, generally people take 2 years, minimum 1 year, but Mano Jagriti, all my dear family members, we did it not even 1 month, it was around 20 days I announced, and today is the 20th day. That's it. And we were very confident that this will happen. So, World Mental Health Day 2024 tomorrow, taking that occasion. Today we start this conference and tomorrow conclude with the World Mental Health Day. ప్రపంచ మానసిక ఆరోగ్య దినోత్సవం 2024ని పురస్కరించుకొని ఈ జాతీయ సదస్సును నిర్వహించడం జరుగుతుంది. అయితే ఇక్కడ ముఖ్యంగా ఒక విషయం, when we attend a conference we look for 2 things. One is knowledge, the second one is networking. People come for that. So we made this 100% become true for you. Abundant knowledge. All the panelists, keynote speaker, invited speakers, and the presenters themselves are so resourceful. Every one of them is, every one person is equal to 100 books. So please read them. Talk to them. Be curious when you meet someone in the tea break. Do not leave a single person in the conference. Talk to everybody. Get the knowledge, whatever you can. And coming to why we need to attend this conference, why we are conducting this conference, the only intention is to empower the budding psychologists and professionals working with more than 100 psych career paths. When I spoke about this concept, initially, some of my colleagues, they said, ma'am, 100 paths. Then I said, yes, 100 paths. And today, we stand very proudly with one, Akila, how many? Total. 107 side career paths, and you will experience each one of them. You will experience each one of them. Every one is different. Every path is different. So let's empower. So coming back, what to do? We go to conferences, we come back, but then what happens later? We have notepads, we write, we get the material, but then what? So I give you a simple logic of 3L formula for this conference. Please keep in mind. The first thing is look. No, before even looking, listen. First listen. Listen to everyone, every speaker. Later when you listen, there is a knowledge, there is an experience of them. Then try to look for it. What is it special in this person? Every person is special here. So look for it and then link with them. Link with them, network with them. Please have connections here so that we all together become so strong and grow in this field. But later what happens when you go back, I give you a formula. Ikigai formula, you know. So first thing is, we are all here because people need this. Do you agree? Yes. So people need counseling, people need therapy. That's why we are here. So you are wanted. And people are ready to pay for this? Definitely yes. Because they are ready to pay. And the third one, do you like it? We all like it. That's why we are here. So we like it. The other one is, do you have skills? Skills hai kya aapko? Yes. So just try to do this analysis for you people, these 4 things, so that you understand which path is suitable. Can I just take a diversion to go for a different path within the psychology? You can decide at the end of this conference. And last but not least, just wanted to tell you that be open-minded. Just be an empty cup when you are sitting here so that you take more in this conference and go back with the rich experiences, rich memories and happy moments with all of us. So I welcome all the, before even panelists, I welcome all the guests. Keynote speaker, Dr. Shishir Kumar, he is coming very shortly into this forum. And then we have all the panelists, dignitaries sitting in front of us, and my presenters and participants, each one of you heartfully welcome to this 2 days National Conference on Education and Employment in Psychology, 100 plus Psych Career Paths. Let's explore. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. For me, the takeaway was the 3 L's: listen, look, and link. Psychology plays a crucial role in addressing the complex challenges faced by individuals, organizations, and societies at large. As we continue to innovate and adapt, it is imperative that we equip the next generation of professionals with the knowledge, skills, and pathways they need to thrive in this dynamic and impactful field. With this objective in mind, we now begin our first session featuring scientific presentations on 100 plus Psy career paths, session 1. May I invite Mrs. Swatina Sashi to please come on the stage as a session moderator. Mrs. Swatina is a lecturer working with Bharati Vidya Bhavans, and she is the subject teacher of English. Ma'am is also taking classes for Sneha internship batches at Sudisha Counseling Center. She is also a freelance counselor. A big round of applause for Mrs. Swatina. I now have the privilege to invite our esteemed guest Dr. Mamta Raghuveer. Dr. Mamta Raghuveer, ma'am, please. As we all know, Dr. Mamta Raghuveer is the Technical Director of Telangana State Police for the Bharosa Support Center. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you, ma'am. Mrs. Swati, I now request you to take over the dance. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is a great work, said by Steve Jobs. A very good, insightful morning to one and all present here. I, Mrs. Swatina Shashi, am privileged to be the moderator of session 1 of the first National Conference on Education and Employment in Psychology, 100 plus Psy career paths. We are here to explore the vast career paths in the field that the field offers us. Let's discover the mysteries, experiences, and explorations in this field of psychology with our 100 plus presenters. So without much ado, let's begin the journey. To start with immense pleasure, I would like to welcome our first invited speaker, Dr. Mridang Agarwal, physiotherapist, clinical psychologist, and a certified brain gym movement facilitator. Dr. Agarwal is a distinguished professional with over 15 years of clinical experience in physiotherapy, complemented by his advanced training in clinical psychology. He holds a bachelor's degree in physiotherapy from Institute of Physically Handicapped, IPH, Delhi, an institute of national importance. He pursued a master's in clinical psychology to deepen his understanding of the psychological aspects of clinical rehabilitation. In addition to his expertise in physiotherapy, Dr. Agarwal is a certified brain gym movement facilitator. His work focuses on the integration of movement-based learning, techniques to enhance physical, cognitive, and emotional development. I welcome sir, please. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank Manoj Agarji and especially Dr. Geeta Challa ma'am for inviting me as a first speaker for today. And it's my privilege to stand here in front of esteemed guests and budding psychologists to share my views on the topic brain gym. And this topic is very close to my heart, and so I'm thankful that I got a chance to speak about it. So my topic is integrating movement and learning. So brain gym is a set of 26 simple movements designed to enhance learning, cognitive concentration, and cognitive functioning. It is designed by Paul Dennison alongside his partner Gail E. Dennison. It uses movement-based learning to support the mind-body connection. So basically, our brain has three parts. One is the lowermost part, that is called the reptilian brain stem. Then there is a middle part, that is the limbic system, and there is a topmost part, that is the neocortex. That is the neocortex. So basic idea of brain gym is to integrate all these three parts together to maximize the functioning of the brain, along with that to gain the maximum out of our brain. The primary purpose of brain gym is to integrate both brain hemisphere, improve focus, concentration, and facilitate learning. Basically, brain gym is an educate model, that is educational kinesiology it is based on. That means at the end of it, what we want to achieve is the learning. For kids, the learning is academic learning. For adults, it may be how you walk, how you work, how you work at your workplace. So it is open for all. Advantage is that as a psychologist, you will get a chance to integrate it alongside your practice. Whatever you are doing, alongside that, you will be able to use it. So these are the key benefits of it. Enhances cognitive skills like memory, problem solving, and it supports emotional regulation. A very important point associated with it is that it helps in emotional regulation. It activates neural pathways through movement. It reorganizes the brain to create a balanced state of optimal learning. So we'll do one activity for now, not three. Basically, it is divided, as I have told you, it is divided into three parts: the lower part, the middle part, and the upper part. So we'll do one activity from the lower part, as it is interesting activity, so we can try to do together. It is called owl. For that, what we need to do, we'll hold our trapezius, the shoulder like this, and massage it a bit. We'll keep our neck to the other side and we'll do it like this. While breathing in, we will just start here. We'll breathe in. While breathing out, we'll do Basically, if you notice, it will help you in relaxing your muscles alongside, as the name suggests, owl. The owl has the advantage of seeing 360-degree throughout the scan, throughout the 360-degree. So that advantage is being done by this exercise also, that it increase your visual as well as auditory field of seeing as well as hearing. So these kind of movements are present in brain gym as a set of 26 movements. So this is the way brain gym works, and it is very much applicable, as it can be included for autism and ADHD alongside your already practicing counseling psychological base or clinical psychological base. So that is the advantage of brain gym, that you can use it alongside your practice, and hope you will be able to get the maximum advantage of brain gym, and will try to find the way how it can be integrated in your practice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Sir. So, we will start with our first presenter now. I request the person who's keeping the timer, excuse me ma'am, to please sit there near the... And I also request all the presenters to please adhere to the timings given to you. The first presenter that we have, session 1, Mrs. Shailija Visamsetti. A small announcement, all the chairs here seatings
have a hand rest so you can open it, the right side hand. There's a hand rest, you can open it so that you can comfortably make a note of the conference. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, Andy. I'm Sailaja Visam Setti. I'm a counseling psychologist, parenting coach, and a storyteller. So, when just I will tell my age here. Actually, no one says should not ask the age of the ladies. But I'm 62 now, and when I was married, I was just below 15. I didn't write my 10th exams also. So after that I started, everyone said that Vivaha Vidya Nasaya, so she can't do anything. So after that I have completed my intermediate, and after that I am having 2 girl children, and I was a proud mother then. Anybody asks about my uh, degrees and education, I used to say them that my elder daughter is my degree and the second daughter is my PC. So I was very proud of them. And when my elder daughter is in 7th class, one of my classmates came, "What are you doing?" So doing nothing. So then I applied for sociology BA, and I gave it the exams in single sitting in Osmania University. After that, I lost one of my friend who is a family friend. She committed suicide within 1 year of her marriage life. So at that point, I thought that something I have to do for girls. What can I do? At that time, I'm having only degree in my hands. And after that, with my husband's transfers and everything, my daughter's education, so I couldn't do anything. When we came to Hyderabad, so I thought that I have given my law entrance. I got a good rank then, but I felt that how can I leave my girls and go to college? It is an evening college, so I gave up it. After that, I done my beauty parlor and I ran it for 12 years. After that, I have an opportunity to do FMCC, Family and Marriage Counseling course. At that time, my elder daughter was carrying, and my second daughter's marriage was there. When after the marriage, when they went to Tirupati for darshan, I went to exams. So after that, after my grandchildren, I just applied for psychology. I thought that I have not left the thought of the doing something. It is in back of my mind. So I applied for psychology in Ambedkar Open University. Along with my grandchildren, I went there, paying fees. So after that, I done my ADR, alternate dispute resolution from Nalsa, and after that, when I approached schools and colleges, I thought that actually when some couple is with a struggle and come to us for counseling, I thought that this is the repair work. Actually, counseling is a repair work. So why can't I go to schools and colleges and talk to the adolescents, which is the budding age, and they can get some knowledge. So when I went to the schools with the PPTs and all, they said that here is Silvers, we are not allowing you. So I started a foundation, Sahaja Foundation. It is a non-profitable organization, and through that I am approaching colleges and schools where we can approach government schools and colleges. There I am talking about the personal hygiene of a girl and adolescent attractions and cyber security, and next my interesting and hot, very interested topic is that talking to boys, adolescent boys. That do you know that girls bleed every month? So now can tell you one thing, that when I started my life journey, I was below 15, but I have taken not many turns and twists. So I say to anyone that it's not an end and just it's a bend. So anywhere and everywhere we can achieve. We can tell that if we have a will, we can make it. So anybody can do anything, but so I done my psychology because I thought that anybody want to approach me, I need some authentic certificate like. So I done my psychology, and after that I evolved like an family counselor, storyteller, and I teach, I give awareness on life skills and menstrual hygiene, and from my Sarja Foundation. So this is a brief thing about me, and I reached already 2 lakh people, children or adolescents, past 8 years. I'm very happy. There will be some soul satisfaction, no? In Telugu, Balaya's dialogue is there. ఎప్పుడొచ్చామన్నది కాదన్నా ఏం చేశాము అనేది అంటే we came, the birth date and the death date will be there. In the middle, what we did. So I feel very happy. And my supporters are my family members, my husband, my children, my mom. So I'm very glad and I'm very happy to be here on this stage. Thank you, Geeta Challa ma'am, and the team, and this wonderful stage. Thank you everyone. All the best to everyone.
Thank you so much, Shailaja ma'am. Our next presenter is Ms. Pratima Jaidev. May I have you on stage, please? Thank you.
Happy morning, everyone. I'm Pratima, Pakka Hyderabadi. Today I'm very happy to talk about filmmaking against the backdrop of psychology, because psychology is a very essential tool for a writer or a filmmaker. When we talk about films, we remember great films. It's not the characters or the story that we remember. It's the emotional journey that we connect to as audience. And that's why I say for a filmmaker or a writer, psychology is a very essential tool. I studied film from American University, Washington DC, and all my other degrees, etc. are majorly from Hyderabad. That's why I said I'm a Pakka Hyderabadi. And before I talk further about my professional journey, I would like all of you to watch a small video.
At AverFest this weekend, I was able to watch 2 of the 35mm film screenings from the projectionist booth at the Virginia Theater.
Here's a quick look at what projectionists James Bond, Travis Bird, and Joaquin De La Puente were up to.
So at the age of 6 or 7 or 8, I don't remember, it was when my dad took me to a projection room and made me sit there while he was in a meeting, and I saw the film from the projection room for the first time, and that's the day I decided I want to get into this field. So in over 2 decades now, I have made a lot of films on various subjects of various kinds for various clients. I've written and published a lot of short stories, currently working on my first book called True Spirit, and probably I might take a few inspirational stories from here as well today to include in my book. I realized that over time that it's very difficult for people if they don't have the right guidance in this field. So my education consultancy mentor students who aspire to go abroad for higher studies in creative fields. And creative people are also shy people, including me 20 years ago, not today, but I have overcome that by getting into soft skill training. And I wanted to study psychology during graduation, but that didn't happen due to various reasons. And being a caregiver at home, being the eldest at home, and also being an agony aunt for many of my staff and colleagues at different companies that I worked, people always used to come to me with issues to deal with. That's why I felt I needed a structured approach to what I was doing. Yes, my journey has not been free of obstacles. I was criticized for my dressing, for my working style. I'm a workaholic. But that did not stop me from working. Yes, definitely it has made me an overthinker, and I developed few anxiety issues over a period of time. But then believing in yourself is what I always keep telling my internal mind, because when you believe in yourself, there's no fear there. And Sudisha's, the internship program, the Geeta Chala ma'am's team, and whatever I learned from them during my internship is what helped me overcome a lot of issues during my during COVID time, because I was affected by COVID twice. Then I got shingles, and that led to a major surgery in 22. But it was the interventions which I learned from ma'am's team which helped me to be resilient, and now I can even talk about work-life balance, not just for myself but also my colleagues, because of the psychology that I learned. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Pratima ma'am. The timer is on our right, so I request all the presenters to please pay attention and wind up your presentation within 4 minutes. So with this, I call our next presenter, Mr. Nagesh.
Hey, good morning everyone. I welcome everyone to the first National Conference on Education and Employment in Psychology. So today I'm going to walk you all through my journey, how I transitioned my career from technology connect to human connect. So let me tell you my story, how I started my journey in IT industry. So after completion of my graduation in computer science, by chance, I get into IT industry. So within short span, I became team lead. Then after that, I did my MBA in HR. Then I became people manager. So while I was working as a people manager, I used to listen psychological issues from my team members. But that time I was not making much impact on my team members because I was not a profession. Then I realized I think need to have a formal education in psychology. So that's why I enrolled for Masters in Psychology. I completed my Masters in Industrial and Organizational Psychology from IGNO. I also did my ICF accredited certified team coaching and foundation certifications from Coacharya, which is an ICF accredited international coaching certifications. And let me tell you, I mean, at profession, I play multiple roles, but apart from my profession, I also play different roles. I will just explain that what are the roles I play. So at workplace, I play as a team coach, trainer, mentor, and a people manager. But apart from my workplace, I am a life coach, and I also conduct a couple of group counseling sessions at different NGOs and orphanages. I'm also very proud to say I'm part of the group counseling sessions to conduct group counseling at Hyderabad Shitins with the support of Geeta ma'am, and I'm working for IT industry now in Hyderabad. And I'm very happy to share these testimonials which I received from my clients. This is apart from my work. And when I hear someone says that I made an impact in their life, that gives me an immense satisfaction as a human being. And as everybody mentioned, there are few factors which motivated me to get into psychology field. So one is, since my childhood, I am very passionate to learn about human behavior and mind. That is one thing which motivated me to get into this field. And the desire to, I always want to help people because I went through my own mental health challenges. After resolving that, then I realized I think I can start helping others as well. So that's why I get into psychology field. And I personally believe that psychology, which gives a continual learning experience, which will always motivate us in our journey. And as every professional, they experience different challenges. I also experience multiple challenges at workplace. So a couple of them mentioned here. One is emotional. So most of you have experienced sometimes our clients come up with a lot of emotional baggage for the sessions. So to deal with the emotional challenges, so we need to be very balanced. So sometimes it make me feel drained at workplace. And most of the time I need to handle multiple cases in a day, and documenting that also gives time management experience. And the last one is imposter syndrome. Despite having multiple certifications and experience, sometimes I feel with the self-doubt. And empathy, curiosity, and making meaningful connections. This actually make me feel have an emotional connect with psychology. And one thing I would like to say, there are many entrepreneurs here and working professionals. I really encourage all of you to promote mental health even at workplaces, because when you take care of your people, they take care of your business. So that's my mantra at workplace. I really thank Geeta ma'am for giving me this wonderful opportunity talking in front of you. Thanks everyone.
Thank you so much, Nagesh sir. We welcome Mrs. Geeta Devi for who's our next presenter.
Good morning, everyone. This is Geeta Devi, career counselor. Just about the introduction about myself. I have done my post-graduation. I have done my post-graduation in chemistry from Nagesh University and then MS Psychology from IGNOU. And many other certification courses I have done, that is counseling skills from Geeta ma'am, and medical psychology and career counseling different levels, and mindfulness therapies, brighter mind therapies, and narrative therapy. These are all many areas where I have done, and I have gained many awards and also. Now coming to the process of profession. Initially I was a lecturer. More than a decade I worked in MNR, Chaitanya, Vikas, all these colleges. I think you know about the stress levels at there. And also the other condition where I worked there in the colleges as a junior lecturer, senior lecturer, as well as different coaching, NEET coaching, IIT coaching, all these also long-term, short-term coachings I have given for the students. And later on with the career break, I supported Nachketa Pavan for school students as a counselor and also as a lecturer, that is teaching part. Next, coming to the counseling. From 2019, I entered into the psychology and I have done counseling diplomas and also psychology PG. And later on, I have done with government schools, private schools, international schools, and also many organizations, volunteer organizations like Manojagrati and ICV, which is giving support for cancer patients, that is Shivananda Rehabilitation Research Center. There I used to work. These are all different areas where I work. Now coming to the motivation is necessary to reach the goal but not to select the goal. That is the aim of this story or my story, whatever it is. Now coming to the journey, how it was converted. When I was studying BSc, I got highest marks in chemistry in the university. Then I thought I am good in chemistry and I opted for MSc chemistry. And later on, when I got university rank in MSc chemistry first year, my professor supported me to teach for juniors. When I am teaching juniors, then I was motivated and I entered into the lectureship. And when I was doing the lectureship, there are two incidents which were happened. At once, one of the student parent expired because of electric shock just before 1 week of the entrance examination. There I supported the student as a guide or a mentor, whatever it is, and she scored state rank. And later on, I got one opportunity to deal with the students who are almost, total section is of 4 to 5 backlogs. So at that time, almost most of the people are backlogs. After 1 year, 90% of the students scored more than 60% of the marks. That made me to think about the mind power, and I entered into the psychology. And a blend of these two areas, I entered into career counseling. And I feel that a teacher makes the nation, but a career counselor can make it more flourishing. And now coming to the insights or challenges, whatever it is. insights everyone need to be. I feel that career is not the just conversion from education to the profession. It is a lifelong growth, lifelong variation we need to observe. And everyone should go for a SWOT analysis, that is a strength, weakness, opportunity and threat for every area to convert into their profession. And coming to the challenges, all these challenges, as you know, student will be in one area and the parents will be in the other direction to select the career. All these are making them to very difficult situation. And last but not least, emotional quotient is the success of my career.
Thank you so much, Geeta Devi ma'am. Our next presenter, Dr. Aruna E. Please welcome ma'am.
Good morning, esteemed guests, my fellow counselors, friends and students. I would like to extend a special thanks to Manoj for giving me this opportunity. I am Dr. B.R. Aruna E. A counseling psychologist working with Artery Center, Golconda, Hyderabad. I am excited to be here to share with you how I get here. From my childhood, I had a dream to be a doctor in armed forces, and I could not achieve the goal when I was a young student. I did my BSc genetics with botany, after which I was married. And after that, I had three kids, family to take care, and the dream to achieve could not be fulfilled. Something was haunting me every time. And with that degree, the most comfortable job to take up was teaching. By then, I joined Masters in English, MA English, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University. I worked as a teacher for 8 years after completing my pre-primary teacher training in a Waldorf school. And during that period, my quench for learning motivated me to do B.Ed regular, and then arise the interest for psychology. Teaching felt rewarding, but something was missing. I craved deeper connections, opportunities to make a more personal impact, and join Masters in Psychology in Indira Gandhi National Open University. Doing this course parallelly helped me understand the psychology behind human behavior more easy. Meanwhile, I realized holding a degree alone will not help. So after my school job, daily in the evening, I would go for an internship course to a senior therapist, and I joined a 6 months basic counseling skills training at Sulisha. One of the strongest factor of me being in this profession is each day in the field brings new challenges, new insights, most importantly, new opportunities to change lives in real tangible ways. Another factor is my role model, my guru, mentor, motivator, Dr. Geeta Challa ma'am. With her blessings and guidance, today I would reach here. My quench for learning did not stop, and I pursued various courses related to psychology. Apart from professional degrees, I attended various workshops, did certificate courses to enhance my professional skills and add value and do justice to my profession. And today, I could fulfill my dreams of working with armed forces and help the Jawans and families. I work in an army center which gives training to Agniveers who joined Indian Army at the age of 17. They are from 17 to 20 years old, and they come from rural background and have lots of low self confidence, and they have language issues. I conduct group sessions and individual sessions and help them to help themselves. I also help the other army officials, which include the trainers, the instructors, and the officers and their families. By taking group and individual sessions related to mental health and personal growth, I conduct couple therapy, I do stress management counseling, parenting, work-life balance sessions. All the above courses related to psychology has helped me time up. The journey into psychology is driven by passion for scientific discovery, the joy of exploring new ideas. It's a rare and wonderful balance between compassion, intellect and heart. And the journey of learning and helping will continue, as whatever I have learned till now is a drop of ocean. There is lots more to learn and polish myself. With the blessings of all my gurus, mentors, family members and well-wishers, my journey of learning and helping will continue. Thank you.
A humble request. It's 4 minutes that's given to us. So please let us, I know it's a long journey and it's a very motivating journey and we all would like to listen, but then we also have to adhere to time because we are going to listen to 100 plus career paths. So with this, I call Mrs. K. Sudha to present her journey.
Yeah, good morning everybody. Good morning Geeta ma'am for giving me this opportunity to share my career journey. I'm K. Sudha. I'm an art therapist, remedial teacher, counseling psychologist and storyteller. And coming to my qualifications, basically I'm a BSc BEd graduate. But after I entered into 40s, I thought of doing another course that is Masters in Psychology from Madras University in 2012. Later, I continued my academic journey by doing remedial tutor training in 2014. And then I went training at Asha Hospital. And COVID brought me it's a boon for me, I feel, because I could do so many certificate and diploma courses like art therapy, storytelling, NLP, SFDT, etc. to upgrade my skills as a counselor. And then finally, the art therapy degree, whatever I have done, led me to explore more into the field of art therapy, and I did my master's in art therapy from MIT Pune. Recently, I finished that course. And currently, I am working as a, from the beginning, I finished my master's in psychology. I am a freelance counselor. Now I am doing currently, I am enjoying this phase of my life as a person wearing multiple hats like as a remedial teacher, storyteller, counselor, and art therapist. I am working as a storyteller and art therapist at a special school Sastra Learning Center for the past 3 years. And I prefer using a eclectic approach while counseling my clients. And factors and motivators means I used to read a lot of question answers columns when I was graduating. Then given by eminent psychologists, so that made me feel like that is very interesting to psychology field. I got interested in that field. And then also people used to tell me that I can advise, I advise them nicely and I listen to them carefully. So that also led me. And in this journey, when my husband's cousin, when she told me about the course from University of Madras. I jumped in immediately and I finished my master's. And then one of my friends' son, I helped him with who was dysgraphic. Then I did remediation. She suggested me to go for a remediation course. So why I'm telling about remedial course, because while I was working with children, I have seen many children are good at creative arts, and they used to tell stories, and that art has helped them as a tool for catharsis. I myself also enjoyed that. That's why I came into the profession of art therapy. And I did Asha ma'am as a mentor, I feel, because from her I did post-graduation diploma and art therapy. And my mentors at MIT Sofa also, they also encouraged me. They molded me as an art therapist. My academic journey, I feel, as a roller coaster ride, because after getting married, getting into education and profession is just like a roller coaster rider, which I never want to get in, but my perseverance I hold because of my all the tools I have learned during my journey as an art therapist. And the experience, actually, it was like the lessons learned throughout my journey as a professional in the field of mental health changed me into a new person. I can say that, as I believe in saying, practice before preaching. And gratitude to everybody in my life who were my mentors and others. Thank you, Geeta ma'am, again. Thank you so much.
Next we have Kandala.
Hello, good morning. My name is Kandala. I am actually working as a parent counselor in G. Pularedi High School through Mano Jagrati. Next slide, please. So, I am a parent counselor. Next slide. As you see, I have done my MCA first. I worked in software industry for 15 years and then I left it because I don't know what I was doing. So, and then when I was pursuing my psychology, I joined Geeta ma'am, and from there my journey started. Next slide. Yes. So I come from a school. I work in a school where there are, first generation learners. Since it's a trustee school, the parents are also illiterate. So they don't understand who a counselor is, what is counseling. Still they say, "Ammo counselor దగ్గరికి పోతావా? Current job ఇస్తదేమో." That is what I usually get answers from the parents. So I have been working from past 4 years now, and I feel so happy because I have crossed the hurdles almost, and I have now achieved a lot many awards from the parents, I would say. So these were the challenges because the parents, they don't accept me first, and they don't accept the children as well. But I would like to tell you before closing, you can go on to the next slide. So this is my journey, short and sweet. I would say that one of the parents told me that, "Amma, nuvu sudi guchale, mandivaledu, na nekla marchinavu." So I said that's the magic of counseling, because when I was stuck, my gynec routed me to a counselor. So I know what is the importance of a counselor. I felt it in my life. So that was the best award which I got from one of the parents from my school. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Usha ma'am. Our next presenter, Ms. Priya Lakshmi.
Good morning, everybody, and a warm welcome to all of you. My name is Priya Lakshmi, and I think my journey is going to be quite different from everybody else. So, okay. So, my career path, what you're seeing on screen, very different from what you would expect. So basically, I'm a qualified architect and interior designer. I did my college from School of Architecture and Planning, Chennai. And that was supposed to be my career path, being an architect and interior designer. But as you know, life takes different turns and moves in different directions. The same happened with me. It was so happened that during the time when my children were still young, I suddenly lost my husband, and I was put into a position where I had to take up his company's responsibilities. His company was not a field that I was very familiar with, but I knew that I had to take it up in order to support my children and the employees who are already working there. So during the course of this transition, I realized there were many things that I needed to learn, and that was when I started my journey. First, as a soft skills trainer, where I learned about conflict management, interpersonal skills, and many other such important skills that are needed for improving myself. This brought me to the path of self-learning, where I started learning about finance and various other aspects of business. It so happened that when I used to attend workshops and various other forums, I always felt this connect with people. And many a times, when I used to interact with people in the very first interaction itself, they would tell me their life stories. So this made me feel that yes, perhaps there is something in me that helps people open up and tell me about their life stories. So things that I've learned along the way is psychology is not just something in one field. Like even in architecture, there is psychology, because we need to understand the psychology of our clients in order to help them to finally give them the house of their dreams. And so along this way, what we finally came to see is that my daughter is a counseling psychologist, which I am very, very proud of. And during our interactions and after she finished, we realized that there was a dearth of a place where psychologists could, put forth what it is that they are doing. And therefore, we then came up with this new platform that we have launched, which is called Psych Frame, which is a platform for mental health practitioners to give them a platform to advertise their services, to help them reach people, and also a platform for people to get proper qualified practitioners who can help them with their mental health journey. And also it is a platform that is going to be pan-India, so that people from any part of the country can get the help they need in the language that they are familiar with, in a language that they are happy with. And therefore this is our small endeavor to help all mental health practitioners, and I hope we all benefit from it. And I'll close with our tagline, which is destigmatizing mental health, one conversation at a time. And in this journey, I was very fortunate to have take a counseling course from Geeta ma'am, which taught me so much about psychology and its importance in our lives. So thank you, ma'am, and thank you everyone for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya ma'am. Next we have our Arun E.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Arun E. So, yeah. Basically, I'm talking today about psychology in NGO sector. So, I believe that any sector, I think any profession, any sector needs understanding of psychology. To begin with, I have done my diploma in Sahaya Basic Counseling Skills, Masters in Human Development and Family Studies, and also pursuing my PhD in the Human Development and Family Studies field. Basically, as other students, I am also a medical aspirant student, but landed up with home science. And then in home science, which is now called as community science, there were different aspects of studies like food and nutrition, child development, family resource management, but I opted to, after studying the graduation, I understood that my passion was with child development. So I did my post-graduation in child development. But during this process, I also understood that there is so much, because it was like in human development and family studies, we understand and study the developmental stages from the child, from the time of birth till the gerontology, that is the elderly age. So within this lifespan, there is so much of developmental stages. There is so much of understanding on the emotional development, cognitive development, social development. And there's such a deep knowledge into it in understanding each phase of life of a human being. And this made me more have interest in pursuing this PhD. But later, when I was doing my post-graduation, I did my research work in understanding what are the factors affecting scholastic backwardness among government high school children, 9th and 10th. So when I was doing this, I was working with the government school children who are the marginalized children. Then I thought, if these people having basicness things still have this much of issues, then what about the children who really don't have these kind of facilities? So I joined NGO. So with almost like 20 years of vast experience in NGO sector, working in different kind of marginalized groups, I started immediately after my post-graduation as a counselor, working with dyslexic children. Later I pursued, because my college gave me this opportunity to start a crèche and preschool management course, which was first time started in Nampally Government Junior College, where I worked with a team to develop the curriculum as well as the course for first year and the second year. Later from there, I also worked with LSN Foundation, which is a family trust of our Honorable Principal Secretary Mr. Jayesh Ranjan sir for almost 4 years. From there, in that sector, I worked with 4 types of communities like homelessness, street children, elderly people, and also differently abled people. Then I started working with Rainbow Foundation India, which works for the street children. So my main, since last 20 years, I have an intense work experience working with the street children, where this kind of understanding and knowledge in psychology have applied, and I could really excel in this field. So interest in child and adolescent development psychology have today made me get into this field of NGO, and I am really proud that I am a development specialist working with these vulnerable groups. These are the achievements. I was awarded by Telangana Women and Child Welfare Department for my work, and then Real Hero Award in the COVID year thing. Thank you, Geeta ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you so much, Aruna ma'am. Next we have D. Sita Mahalaxmi ma'am.
Yes. Good morning. Namaste to all dignitaries and friends and children. I am Devotee Sita Mahalakshmi. I am very much privileged to be here, and my gratitude thanks to Geeta Madam for giving me this opportunity. After my graduation, I did my BCom in 1978, and then after I have done my MSc graduation, MSc Psychology in 2020-21 after my retirement from Reserve Bank of India. And I have done many diplomas and in psychology, diplomas and certified courses. And after my graduation, I joined in railways for 1 year. I worked for 1 year, and after that I joined in Reserve Bank of India and retired in 2017. And I started my counseling career in 2020 with corona affected people, and I'm going to orphanages, Seva Bharati's home, and Lions Club's adopted Greenland Lions Club adopted orphanages. They're for girls and boys. And my motivation, big motivation is before my retirement, 2 years I worked with my next generation children in the back. They came, sorry, I used to guide them. They became close to me because I used to guide them in their work, office work, and um, uh, they used to take all advices for their personal life also because they like me the way I talk to them. And before my retirement, they came to me and told me, Madam, before that, actually, they know that how I educated, how I brought up my children and educated them. Amidst of my all the difficulties and obstacles. That's why before my retirement, they came to me, Madam, why can't you go for parental counseling? You are a good parent. This led me to select, after my retirement, selected counseling path. And my big obstacle is, many obstacles I had, but my big obstacle is my health problem. And because I suffered cervical disc slip for 25 years because of unawareness among the doctors that time. And when my movement became a problem and it affected my brain, doctors advised for surgery, and but I opted homeopathy and yoga because the neurological cases, success in neurological cases is not that much. Uh, that's right. And homeopathy doctors have given me rebirth. But homeopathy and yoga could help me 80%, but 20% the problem is persistent. And I have to do regular yoga and exercises, and I have to be on meditation. And only because my willpower, positive thinking, and hard work and my dedicatedness made me come to this stage success. I have been going to orphanages. I've been going to orphanages and because of going to orphanages, I did my art therapy, and I'm not feeling that I'm helping those people, children, but they are helping me in keeping my day busy and success. Busy and mentally and physically active. Thank you. Thank you very much, Priya, madam.
Thank you so much, Sita ma'am. Next we have our presenter, Nirosha.
Hello everyone, myself Nirosha Sadhav, and let's start about my educational qualification. Like many of us, I end up with taking my educational choice because of my father choice. So if you take a MPC, we have to continue with a BSc Maths only. So that's how I continued my education for 5 years without my interest. So then I got late for the MSET examination, fortunately. So then I got opportunity to get into MBA HR. So then I pursued MSc Psychology in distance mode with Dr. Ambedkar Open University while working as a HR. And I also did counseling, basic counseling course from Dr. Geeta ma'am, Sudisha Counseling Center. Yeah, about professional journey of mine, I started my people and I used to train them and conduct employee engagement activities. There I used to feel a lot of dissatisfaction about why people are performing in the interview well and not performing in the job, and why people are finding disinterest in their jobs. So that is something made me more curious to learn about psychology. And then I got the opportunity to work with Barossa support centers. That is something I'm very grateful and happy for you, ma'am, because of Geeta ma'am, I learned psychology in a practical way. Because of Dr. Mamta ma'am, I got an opportunity to work in a real psychological employment. That is something ma'am created a lot of employment in the Barossa support centers. So that is one of my milestone. Because of I got to work with the trauma cases like domestic violence, sexual abuse, rape victims, and abandoned children and all. So that is something one of my career utmost satisfaction job which I have done. And I also got to work with the Kausalya clinic under Dr. Hari Rava. He's a psychiatrist. I did some of the clinical cases as well as a therapist. And yeah, at present I'm working as a wellness coach for one of the corporate jetpack for the trust and safety industry. Yes, I already mentioned about the Eureka movement, the sparking movement of my life, that I found my true calling, that which I like. So that eventually I developed a lot of confidence and working for the cause and finding the true satisfaction working in this field. Yeah, initially I was very doubtful about my career, whether I can do, because mental health is not that easy job. It's very complex, and we are dealing with somebody's life. So we have to be more aware and confident and very skillful about it. So, and also lack of direction also I have faced. When we enter into some corporate and all, they feel that okay, you are not from the formal education setup, you have a distance education and all, you don't have that kind of discrimination and those things I have faced initially. Though I have overcome with my resilience and confidence. I'm a go-getter attitude person. I always take challenges and prove myself, work hard. That is, so with that nature I overcome all the challenges. And I have a total of 3.5 years. So I'm doing mindful parenting because the child development aspects are now learned in psychology. That is something utmost satisfaction I'm feeling as a mother by seeing the healthy childhood growth of my son. And of course, a lot of personal growth I see in myself working in this field, and also a lot of satisfaction from the clients' testimonials and their satisfaction. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Niroshaji. Our last presenter for this first session, I welcome Charu Sharma.
Good morning, everybody. Nearly good afternoon, everybody. I seek permission and blessings from gurus sitting here, Geeta ma'am, Mamta ma'am, some of the ma'ams who were there for my internship and were teaching me the basics of cognitive psychology and psychology. I seek your blessing before I share my career path. I've chosen colorful feathers. It has been a colorful journey. I call it road not taken because being a girl child, the eldest one, growing up in Hyderabad in the era when parents were just pushing their children to do IT and run off to US, I decided not to take that road. I did start as one of the idiots in the film Three Idiots, if you all have seen the film. I was an engineering student in engineering college trying to understand what am I doing with my life? Do I love this? Do I want to learn this? And then I asked myself, there's definitely something to learn here. And I'll answer the question, do I love this? Maybe a little later once I'm done with this. So I did my engineering. I went on to a film school from there. And before I went to the film school, I started my career as a teacher. And that's what I consider myself. For me, teacher is a learner for life. And then, so that's where I started my career with SRM University teaching undergrad engineering students. And while I was talking to them, I realized that I need to now really answer the question, what do I love doing and am I doing something about it? Then I asked my parents, can I go to a film school? Films are my passion from childhood, as usual. Hyderabadi parents, how will you make money? It's a risky industry for women. What are you going to do there? And I said, I'm going to be a technical specialist there. I'm going to become an editor. And they're like, what does an editor do? So there were too many questions, and I realized that I need to save money to go to a film school, and I did exactly that. I saved money from teaching in engineering college. I went to a film school, and I went to the best film school in the country called Film and Television Institute of India, Pune. I met one of the best creative minds there, and I came back to that full circle that this is the mantra. I have to continue to be a learner, and I have to continue to keep doing what I love. I found my love there in filmmaking. I went back to teaching because I realized that was learner for life, remember? I went back to teaching. I was constantly working as a film editor. While I was mentoring student films at Annapurna College of Film and Media, there was this deja vu, that all what I'm teaching as an editor or a film editor and all what we're talking from about films is so much related to psychology. And why not I now scientifically study what is happening in films? Why so many of my students, would come and tell me, ma'am, films are therapeutic. We should never take something as big that as word lightly, and hence I decided to do my master's in psychology. I took Geeta Man's help to learn on-hand practice of how a counselor works, and one of the things I did as a dissertation paper, my academic paper for my master's, was find the connection between visual media and why that works therapeutically. The efficacy or efficiency of films and visual media in counseling someone. The academic paper was extremely enriching for me as a person. I'm someone who now wants to pursue my PhD in the same field because it's like a collection of all what I've learned till now in my life, right? I have worked as a freelance film editor. One of the early films, you see the picture on the right, that lovely, beautiful child with nose coming out. I did a film in Bhopal with slum children. That was one of the biggest learning of my life. It completely changed my life. Understanding inequities in education system, understanding why children who are going from the underprivileged backgrounds, they don't get the fair play in this education system in India. I made a children's film with them called Chanda Ke Jute, which went on to win multiple awards in Children International Film Festival. It's also a film which is taught as part of DA curriculum by Rajasthan government. It was the most fulfilling experience of my life. I work as an NGO head called Kisan Sevaks Foundation, which works in Mehboob district with multiple villages. Children come for a Sunday school. Volunteers, my friends, my students, some of them are there. As you see behind me are my own students. And I say that's why that learning and love for what you're doing is infectious. It passes on. I remember. I have also been now working as an experiential mentor because as in my teaching journey I realized that it's when you experience a concept is when you actually learn it. Again, found that theory when I was doing cognitive psychology. So everything was making sense when I did my research paper. I know I'm taking your time and I know you all are waiting for tea. Bear with me for another minute. This is the most important slide. What are my motivations? Why did I move towards films and psychology? My love for learning, my love for stories and arts, my love for social change. I deeply believe in doing something which can bring about a change. My love for listening and reflecting. Films are always my biggest motivations, therapy for me all through, and for multiple people. And last but not the least, and the testimony is today, so many women here talking about the obstacles. A 62-year-old person who says she went, I mean, it's so inspiring. So for me, when I see women breaking the glass ceiling, telling that no age is a number, telling that I'm not going to be just a mother or a wife, I've been thrown away. Yeah, so these are my motivations. Thank you.
We have all our presenters the whole day, so anyone who's like really feeling offended about this, but I'm really sorry about this, you can just go and approach them and talk to them further. Thank you so much. This was the first session, our 12 presenters. Mamta ma'am, I request you to just speak a few words about the session or about your opinion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Geeta, ma'am. Congratulations to everyone. So inspiring. Every story is so inspiring. A banker to a psychologist, businesswoman to a psychologist. So many career paths. Really, nobody can believe that one can jump from one career to other career. And all women were all great achievers, and also the men here who wanted to do something for mental health. Really, I really congratulate and get inspired from all of you. Thank you, Geeta ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Geeta ma'am is my teacher again. I have I have learned psychology and also the counseling psychology from her. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for grooming so many people. We need hundreds and hundreds of them. And next time we'll do 200 career paths with 200 counselors. Thank you so much.
Can I request Dayanik sir also to please join us for the photograph? Dayanik sir. Sir, I request to join us for the photograph.
Ready, sir?
Thank you, everyone. I now request Mrs. Fatina to please give a token of appreciation to Dr. Mamta. Made by the students of the Shah. Thank you. We now going for a short tea break, and please utilize this time to also take a selfie and post it on hashtag MJTurn12 and post it on the Insta or Facebook. Thank you.
So, already live, YouTube live is on. I want all of you to share with others who can watch it. Some of you were asking, it's already live. Okay? And have coffee and tea. It's Arun in the lawn.
There's a small request. There's a YouTube link which will be shared with you. Please, you can like that link and click on the heart button. The session 2 presenters, please be